This is Anoka, Minnesota, and behind me is the 8th annual Anoka Food Truck Festival. And in this video, I'm going to tour around the Anoka Food Truck Festival, and I'm going to pit 5 food trucks against each other in a food truck fight club. But as I walk around this festival, trying to find those 5 food trucks that I'm going to pit against each other, there is one in particular that's going to be very difficult to find. As a matter of fact, men all over the world have been trying to find this place for years, with very little success. So we're going to start right here at this end of the Anoka Food Truck Festival, and be sure to watch until the end when I reveal who wins the Food Truck Fight Club. I'm Dāv Kaufman. I travel to distant, exotic places and places a little closer to home to indulge in the culture and cuisine from the familiar to the extreme. There's always an open seat at my table for you, and sure, I'll pick up the tab. This is Dāv Kaufman Eats the World. All right, so the first food truck we're gonna hit up is right here, the Butcher and Bartender. Why the Butcher and Bartender? I don't know, we're about to go find out. All right, so we are in the back here with Chris. You are the owner of the food truck. So tell me, why Butcher and Bartender?
So we infuse all of our foods and meats and everything with cocktails. So alcoholic spirits or cocktails.
I love it.
Yeah, we make the cocktail, we cook it down, and we add it in as an ingredient. And then the final cook kind of takes out any residual that's left in there.
So you've owned this truck 1 year in July.
Yep.
And you just travel around in the food truck and go from food truck festival to food truck festival?
We are mostly at the breweries in the Southwest Metro.
Okay.
We can be found Chanhassen neighborhood, Minnetonka neighborhood, downtown Carver. We just did something in Jordan. We're in Hopkins now. Hopkins had food trucks now, so we're at some of the breweries there.
Fantastic.
And then we do private events. We do weddings. You know, we've done groomsmen's dinners. We've done graduation parties. We do the whole lot.
Where do you come up with all your recipes?
Just a labor of love. I will always try everything out on my family first. And honestly, if we really do enjoy it, then we kind of say to ourselves that other people out there must like it as well too.
Well, any good business uses their families as guinea pigs.
Yes,
I mean, that's
absolutely.
just the way it works. And what do we have here?
That's going to be our game changer sausage. So this is a michelada beer brat that we make in-house, and then it's going to have caramelized onions, crispy pancetta, spicy stadium mustard on top. Then we put a little beer cheese sauce on there as well that we make in-house, and then we have some spicy dill pickles.
All right, so we are about to try this out. So right here, we've got the Game Changer. This is a big, hefty-looking brat. It's just loaded down with that pancetta, those grilled onions, and a zigzag of that hot mustard. This looks absolutely incredible. All right, so since we're sharing this, we're gonna cut this in half, take a look inside. So taking a look inside, that brat is big and juicy looking, all those condiments that are going to hopefully make this one of the most unique brats that you can find here at the Anoka Food Truck Festival. Are you ready? Ching, let's try it out. Oh my God.
I usually try to be really negative about food at first, but that tastes really good.
This is a bratwurst that absolutely just punches you right in the jaw. That brat is so delicious. There's so many flavors going on, but coupled with that hot mustard, that heat kind of hits you afterwards.
What I'm really loving is the crunchy little bits of pancetta. They're so good.
100%. This is an amazing, amazing bratwurst. But we still got 4 more places to try in this food truck fight club. This is absolutely amazing. Look at this, they even have vegetarian options. All right, so we have arrived at food truck number 2. This is Delour Empanadas, Argentinas. Let's go in and find out how empanadas are made. All right, so up here in the food truck, we are with Summer. You are the manager of Delour Empanadas. How long has this truck been in existence?
So they started their business in 2014. It took them a little while to get the food truck, but they bought it and converted it into the food truck.
Gotcha, so this was a camper van before?
It was like a toy hauler. A toy hauler.
A
so
toy
like
hauler.
motorcycles and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. All right, I got it. I guessed with camper van, and I guess that I would have never guessed toy hauler. So how many empanadas do you serve out of here?
So today we brought 1,700. I
Okay.
hope we serve most all of them. A lot of times, like, we're gonna sell over 1,000, yes.
Over 1,000.
Yes. I want to do like 1,800 because that's the record of the owners, and I always want to beat the record.
You want to beat the record, of
Always,
course.
yeah. I've been trying for 3 years now, so maybe today's the day we just sell out.
I hope you do.
Yeah.
So over here we have an oven, and so all the empanadas are made right here on site.
Yes, we bake on site. So everything in our restaurant is made from scratch. Somebody makes our dough, somebody else makes the filling, and then they stamp them, freeze them, and then, yes, we bake on site.
How long do they cook before they're ready?
15 minutes.
So 15 minutes, so you can get through 1,700 in pretty quickly.
Yes, yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. All right, well, you guys are extremely busy. You guys have a line to the other side of the Food Truck Festival. I'm going to let you guys get back to it. Very good meeting, guys. I hope you sell the entire 1,700. So an empanada is basically a savory or a sweet pastry turnover, typically half moon shaped, as these are, and they can be baked or they can be fried. And that name, empanada, comes from the Spanish word meaning to coat with bread. But it's so cool to see how they have their name embossed within the empanada mold. Is that a mold?
Yeah.
Empanada
I
mold.
would assume it would
To
be.
coat with bread mold.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So right here we have 2 empanadas from Delour. Empanadas Argentinas. Also on their website, they have a lot of different empanadas. Today they have the beef, the spinach, the barbecue chicken, sweet corn, and caprese, of which we got 1 beef and 1 chicken. Obviously, we cannot tell which one is the beef and which one is the chicken. It's gonna be mystery meat until we bite into it and determine what that mystery meat is. They should have like at Chipotle, when you have like steak, they take a Sharpie and write like an S on your burrito. They could take a Sharpie and write an S right on one of these burritos.
Well, then it would taste like Sharpie.
But people would then know. So these aren't like enormously huge. They're kind of bite-sized. They're $4.50 each, which is very affordable, but these are piping hot. I can feel that moltenness coming through the coated with bread wrapping.
Yeah.
You ready? Let's just dig in and try it out.
You did get the beef.
I got the beef. Oh man, that is so unbelievably tasty. When you have an empanada, it's very easy to call this just another meat pie, and it is so absolutely not a meat pie. All of those ingredients are so flavorful, and the bread itself is flaky, buttery, it's delicious. This makes for one incredible little finger food treat, food truck thing, festival.
English, mother. Do you speak it?
It is a fun snack. The outer crust is a little dry, like a cracker. The meat inside just reminds me of barbecue.
It is barbecue chicken, so nailed it.
That's funny.
I have been told I am funny, and then they back it up with looking, and I don't know what they want me to look at. This doesn't make any sense to me. All right, so now that we've had our empanadas, there are 3 more places that we're gonna hit up here at the Food Truck Festival here in Anoka. We are still looking for that one food truck that I simply cannot find. I've been looking everywhere, feeling around for it, just cannot find that food truck. Hopefully, we'll find it pretty soon. And then we come to our 3rd food truck and possibly the most unique food truck at the festival, the Pork Chop Guys. Here they serve up all sorts of porky goodness grilled right on site. And what I'm after here is their famous Porky Mac. It's smoked white mac and cheese topped with pork steak and bacon, and I'm heading in behind the curtain to see how these culinary masterpieces are made. So we're back here with David, the owner of the Pork Chop Guys. How long you been doing this?
My last year, but we launched the truck in 2022.
2022. And now you are the only food truck in existence that has this.
That we know of, yes.
And tell me about this process here.
Just old school pit cooking, charcoal, firebox. We try to keep it about 900 degrees when we're cooking.
It's like 900 degrees outside. In here, add 900 degrees to that. I mean, you can just feel the heat coming off of this. So to prep this, you have a flamethrower.
Yeah, it's a 500,000 BTU, and we have to keep, so we can keep up with the crowd, we have to alternate what sides we're cooking and scooping out the ashes as we go and relighting it. Yeah, we got to keep burning. You saw me burn off the screen because we get a lot of grease filled up, and we'd rather us start the fire than have an accidental fire.
Absolutely.
We have a high-tech calibration mechanism here, just to stir up, get the embers to the top.
That is very high-tech.
Duroc pork chops.
So how many pork chops do you do at a food truck festival like this?
Today we anticipate about 850.
850 pork chops.
Yep.
So you're basically back here just doing nothing but making pork chops all day long.
Yep. Just cook until they tell me to stop.
There you go. Now, is this your full-time job doing this truck?
It is now.
That is the porky American dream right there. And you don't cook them for very long. You want them to sear, and that's about it, right?
That is it. We sear them to finish. That's about it. We cook them to 145 degrees. Everyone, a lot of people don't know that pork is safe meat now. So they're used to 165 degrees, but pork is a safe meat now. This is kind of our version of the Wright County pork producers. It's been around for decades. We kind of created our own because we wanted to use some black garlic and a little bit more smoky in there.
So that's your own seasoning, a dry rub.
Yeah, our smokehouse seasoning. We have this and our maple fire is all we have right now.
All right, so I'm heading into the air-conditioned part to see how the cheesy mac is being made. You know they let Sunnyside in here for free, but they're charging me $100 to be in here, right?
Oh yeah.
So Molly's here, you work this line, and you make the cheesy mac.
Oh yeah.
Let's make the cheesy mac.
All right. So it's a couple scoops, a nice scoop of, there you go.
And that's the porky cheesy mac.
Yeah.
Did I say, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Porky cheesy mac?
Yeah, we call it the porky mac.
Porky mac, all right, so I was close. And that's that. Do you feel guilty about getting to be in here in the air conditioning where they're slaving over the grill over there?
I'm blessed.
Awesome, well thank you so much everybody. So right here we have the porky mac, and it's mac and cheese with pork on top. Very simple, looks very tasty. What I really appreciate is that it is wood-fire grilled pork chops. This isn't fried pork. It isn't microwave pork. Why would you microwave pork? Why would I even say that?
That would just make it tough.
Like my brain. I think what makes anything better is nice big chunks of bacon. I really believe that it's going to add all the extra flavor and all the extra yumminess that we've come to expect from bacon for as long as humanity has been eating bacon and loving it. All right, so without further ado, let's try out the porky mac. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
So amazing. It is so simple. It's mac and cheese with pork and bacon. This is absolutely flat out delicious. So as we're filming this, these nice people just sat down next to us, and you just told me that today is supposed to be a special day for you.
It's my due date, but I wanted donuts.
It's your due date, but you wanted donuts, so you came, instead of going to the hospital, you came to the Anoka Food Truck Festival. You are my spirit animal. And I bet that's going to be the best donut you've ever had. I love it. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I hope that you make it to the hospital in time. Okay, good. All right, so the pork chop guys absolutely do not disappoint. This is delicious beyond what I expected it to be. So that's our third place. We've got 2 more places to hit, and we're still looking for that one food truck. And man, I'm having so much trouble finding. Next up is number 4, La Coanita, a food truck that serves up dishes from the state of Tabasco in Mexico. They don't just serve run-of-the-mill tacos here, they serve puffy tacos with fillings you won't find at any other food truck. And I came here for the Black El Pastor Empanada Taco, and I'm taking you with me behind the scenes to see how these unique creations are made. But before we do that, trivia question for you. How many states are there in Mexico? Leave your answer in the comment section below. All right, so we're going into the truck behind the scenes to meet with Flavio, and you're gonna teach us how you make fluffy taco shells.
Exactly. We usually use nixtamal masa, which is corn dough. So it's basically corn tortillas Then what we do is we fly them around, and then we deep fry them for a couple of minutes. Then they puff
Look
up.
at that, that puffs right up.
Puffed right up, and then we just let it cook a little bit. Gonna cook up the dough. Once it's done, we let it cool down a little bit, and then we put our topping on top, and it's a little crispy right now. Once it cools down, kind of soften up a little bit.
Once the tortilla has been set on a paper towel to drain excess oil and cool off a bit, the next step is to hand it over to the prep table. The pork is marinated in a charred chili sauce, which gives it its black coloration and infuses the meat with just the right amount of spice. Once chopped, it's placed on our fluffy taco shell, and then it's topped with pickled red onions, and served on the side is pineapple habanero salsa and another with avocado salsa. Top it off with a pinch of cilantro, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna take this outside. We're gonna try it out. So there is very loud, obnoxious music happening right over there. Everybody is walking away from it because it's loud and it's obnoxious. Well, it's good to see that guy likes it. Seriously, I can't believe that a place like the Anoka Food Truck Festival can't get Metallica out here to play. I mean, can't be that hard to get them out here to play. They had to settle for this guy. So right here, we have our black El Pastor taco, which are very unique tacos. As a matter of fact, they are Tabasqueño style tacos. Seeing as how I love avocado, I'm gonna douse this baby in that avocado salsa, but I'm not gonna stop there. I'm also going to douse it in this pineapple salsa. Now that is a good looking taco. So seeing as how we don't have a knife, I'm gonna take a bite of this end, you're gonna take a bite of the other end, and we're just gonna do it just like that. Here we go. Oh my God. That is so absolutely amazing. This may be one of the most interesting tacos I seriously have ever had. I know I say that a lot about some of the foods that I try, but there are so many unique foods at a food truck festival like this that you're bound to say it at most of the food trucks that you're gonna sample at a food truck festival like this. This is like quite a unique taco.
I like the puffiness of the corn tortilla.
Yeah.
It is delightful.
That blackened pork is unlike any pork that I've ever had on a taco. There is such a nice spice to that and such a amazing flavor to that pork. That coupled with those pickled onions, that pineapple and avocado salsa mix just brings this taco to a whole nother level. This is absolutely amazing. Let me get our bee friend out of here.
Okay.
Excuse me, bee. We're not taking B-roll just now.
You don't want...
B-roll.
Yeah, you don't want to...
I said B-roll. He's on the camera now. Again, that taco is on point. Those spices are just still lingering as good spices should. However, we've got one more spot to hit before we leave this food truck festival, and it's a spot I simply can't find. I'm looking for it. I'm searching for it. I'm feeling around for it. I cannot find this place. Maybe it's down there. Let's go down there and see if I can finally find this place. All right, so we have finally found what I have been looking for, not just today, but pretty much my entire life. We have found the G-Spot. So this is Ginger, the owner of G-Spot, and G-Spot is because of Ginger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's always calling me G.
All right, so we're gonna get the Italian taco.
The Italian taco is spicy hot sausage, and then we'll walk down here and put on all the ingredients. This is the first taco that started the truck, actually.
So it starts with spicy sausage over here.
Yep, and these are homemade tortillas, so they're fresh, so we have to cook them to order for everybody. We put a little herb, parmesan, garlic crust on the outside of the shell as
Love
well. So then, this is John, my boyfriend.
Hi, John.
Here as well.
Good. All right. And then John puts the sausage in. Well, that didn't sound suggestive at all.
We come down here, I make a homemade marinara, so we put a scoop of our homemade marinara down there. Then Paige, she finishes it off.
We have everything labeled for the, I mean, I've worked on this truck since we've opened. So it's like our 5th year. So I
you've worked here for 5 years.
I know now, yeah. But we do lettuce. And then I switch over to the mozzarella because I like when the taco's pretty, and it's prettier when the bruschetta's on top.
Oh, I agree.
So I put some mozzarella on, some bruschetta, and then we go over and grab some Caesar dressing, balsamic. It's quite the combo, but trust me, it's really good. And then she's done.
And then we're done. Awesome. All right. Fantastic. Well, thank you, Paige.
You're welcome.
I'm not getting fresh. I'm just getting my mic back. I'm really glad that I found you because I was looking all over for this
I'm glad you
place.
found
Like
the juice spot.
the entire. Now I gotta choose if I'm gonna edit that out of the video. All right. So that is literally how the sausage is made in the G-spot. So we're gonna step right over here and we are gonna try out our Italian taco. So right here we have our final food item of the day. This is the Italian taco, again, from G-Spot. Look at how big and hefty this is. This isn't a taco. Look at this. This is a burrito.
You know what I've noticed, Dave, is that it's really moist.
It's extremely moist, and now that I found it, I don't know why it was so hard to find this to begin with. I'm just going in and I'm taking a big old bite.
That's right.
Oh my God, I'm going far. I don't even know where to begin. This is the greatest concoction that I have ever had out of a food truck, ever. In all the food trucks I've eaten out of, this is hands down the best. That sausage has such an amazing flavor, a nice spice to it. I mean, there are so many flavors happening at once with this taco. It is like having an entire Italian dinner wrapped up in this Parmesan encrusted tortilla.
Yes.
You've got the sausage, you've got the salad, you have got all sorts of flavors hitting you at once, each one more delicious than the other. All right, guys, so now that we've had our 5 taco trucks here at the Anoka Food Truck Festival, it's time to reveal which is our favorite. Out of the 5, what's your favorite?
Ooh, the pork chop and mac.
That was, yes.
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
Totally recommend stocking that food truck around the Twin Cities.
For me, absolutely, it's the Italian taco over at G-Spot. This is a creation that absolutely deserves all the aplomb that it can get. This G-Spot taco is an absolute pleasure to eat. Totally demonetized. So guys, as always, if you're hungry for more, check out that video right there. If you're starving for more, check out that playlist right there. Please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. Right now, I'm gonna go back to the G-Spot because once I found that, I really enjoyed being inside that truck. Demonetization.